All right.
Look at those glasses.
All right. Beautiful. Excellent.
Oh, that is a big bottle.
Is it makeup?
Oh, wow.
Do they do makeup?
This is a larger than normal bottle. It's a 1.75 liter bottle. The crystal here is actually Baccarat crystal. This is made by the producer Remy Martin. So they call this Louis XIII in reference to the King of France, Louis XIII, who was born 1601 and became King of France before his 9th birthday, 1610. And obviously he wasn't running anything at that time, but the reason that Remy Martin chose Louis XIII is because when Louis became a little older, put Cognac on the map globally. So at first, this is a wine. The grapes that they use to make a wine are native to the area. They're Uni Blanc, Colombard, and Fol Blanche. Those are the 3 grapes. They're making a wine, and then they're distilling the wine twice. So after the liquid, the brandy, comes out of the still, it goes into some of the most sought-after French oak barrels in the world. They're from a region of France known as the Limousin region, and it spends an average age of 100 years inside of those oak barrels before it's ever sold to the market. So ultimately, the master distiller that starts this process will never be able to taste the finished product that goes to market. They'll be able to taste it throughout the aging cycle, make sure everything's going okay, but it will be the children and the children's children that will actually be able to taste the finished product, which is kind of an interesting perspective on that, right? Yeah. This is a pretty high alcohol spirit compared to all the wines I've given you. All the wines I've given you have been under 14%. This is 40%. And not only that, you also have now all that spice from the oak influence. So when you taste this, I recommend just introducing it to your palate with just a very small drop and rolling it around your palate to dilute it. And then after around 10 or 15 seconds, when the burning stops, you swallow. And I recommend you exhale deeply out of your nose after you swallow it. This is also a kind of a special glass, as you kind of talked about. So this is a double-walled Remy Martin specific Louis XIII glass, and they're intended to sound like bells when you cheers. So I highly recommend you hold it by the stem and you aim for this area here, but you can kind of be forceful because you want the other side of the restaurant to hear that you're drinking. Picture of this next to your glasses? Okay.
You might as well.
Yeah, you've been doing a really good job at documenting everything so far. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Cheers, you too. Enjoy. You're welcome, of course.